All right, guys, so I didn't bring a stick with me today or anything. I'm just gonna make do and hold the camera in my hand. We are at, where are we today? We're at Rock Island State Park in Tennessee. We're gonna do a quick little paddle upstream from here. We're at the Beach Road boat ramp. Nice little facility that they have down here. There's a beachy area, people swim, and this is actually the very beginning of Center Hill Lake. But we're going to take the kayaks and paddle upstream from here to Twin Falls. We've been several times last year. This will be the first trip this year. So I will say, kind of check with the TVA website if you're planning to come here. It's a beautiful paddle. Normally there's not much current, so it's a nice easy paddle to and from. But if they're generating or releasing a lot of water from Great Falls Dam, obviously that current can change quickly. So look at the weather patterns. If it's rained a lot, kind of anticipate maybe this might not be a good time to come. So we've not had much rain in the past couple of days. I think today will be a good one. Beautiful day, middle of the week, so there's not very many people here. Let's go check it out. So we came to this spot where the water's too shallow right now to paddle upstream. You can see it is flowing pretty solid down through there. So we decided to come off to the side where the current's not quite as strong in the shallow part, and we're trying to navigate our way up. I think once we get past this tree right here, we're not going to have much trouble. All right, well, we made it through that little rapids section. I would not suggest doing that. That was extremely dangerous. But I knew what we had coming up ahead of us here, and really hated to drive an hour and a half to get here and miss out on the best part, so. In those reeds, it's just a water snake. Would not hurt you. Yeah, it's a water snake though.
Sure.
Yep.
These markings like a
Copperhead. Yes. Just a water snake, I promise. Got a round head.
coming up? Are you sure? It's a hitch a ride with you.
Like normally we would be able to paddle at least up to that point where you see there's like whitewater rapids up there. I think there's probably too much current to even paddle that far today. So I looked at the schedule for the dam, and they actually had 2 generators running earlier, but I believe they've tapered off to 1 because the current has calmed down some. So we were able to come around a little spot that's called Blue Hole, and this is probably one of my favorite spots up here anyhow. It's just like a bunch of cascading waterfalls, and eventually, I don't know if you can see it from here, but way up there on the hill, there's a ton of water just pours out of the rocks, and it is ice cold. Snake in the tree. So I know there's crap all over the lens. It's all fogged up and wet and all that now, but it's just too pretty to not record the rest of this little section while we're here. It's like it's from another world or something. Crazy. So if we could continue going up, which we can't today, right before you get to the bridge, on the right hand side is what's called Twin Falls, and I want to say it's like 140 feet tall or something like that. Absolutely beautiful, but there's just no way we could fight that current to get there today. So unfortunately, this is about the end of the road for us as far as being able to paddle upstream. So we're kind of making our way back a little bit, just leisurely pace, and it's probably 3 or so in the afternoon, and finally just now seeing a couple of other kayakers brave coming through that rapids section. Of course, we have to go back through the rapids section, and I have some history doing that here. Last year when we were here, I went that direction, and the water was a little lower than it is now. About halfway down, I hit a rock, turned me sideways, flipped me, which wasn't that big a deal, except I had the anchor tied off to the kayak, and the anchor fell out, wedged in a rock, and the kayak is stuck in the middle of the rapids, upside down. Been kind of goofing off fishing a little bit. I've caught a couple of little bluegill, caught a couple of tiny smallmouth, like 6-7 inches long. Mel's caught a bluegill or two. Didn't really come to fish, but you know, won't pass up the opportunity either. Just kind of hanging out, having fun. Yeah, kind of in that little pocket right there where we can take a look, get out, stand up, and see what's going on. I don't know if you can see it or not, but that's a pretty healthy snake right there. So we just decided to kind of walk them down. There's just too many rocks sticking up. Like, people that are experienced riding this will look at it and go, dude, you're missing out on a lot of fun. And we probably are, but we're not experienced doing it. This is not a half bad way to spend a Thursday afternoon. Well, we're heading back to the boat ramp here. I appreciate you folks watching the video if you've hung in here this far. Pretty fun day. Had a couple of challenges to overcome. Saw lots of snakes, but overall lots of fun. Definitely a cool place to check out if you've never been here. Hit that like and subscribe button if you don't mind. We'll catch you folks on the next one.